What up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Christopher Markland. If you don't know, I've written a few books, and if you should know, go buy my books. Anyway, I've written a few books, and that's why I love the movies, because it's not about the sets, it's not about the special effects, it's not about even the acting to a certain extent. But what it's really about is the writing, and I am a big fan of writing because I'm a writer. Now, that leads me into the movie I'm going to be reviewing, A Fatal Affair, and y'all, this movie was ungood strictly because of the writing. But let's get into it. A Fatal Affair is a Netflix movie directed by Peter Sullivan, and it stars the beautiful, talented, stunning, ageless Nia Long as Ellie Warren, Omar Epps as David Hammond, and Stephen Bishop as Marcus Warren, Ellie's husband. So Ellie is an attorney, and that's when David, her college sweetheart, walks into a meeting that they have set up. Now, Ellie didn't know that David was representing the company that came in. He's like some cybersecurity guy, and David didn't know that Ellie worked for the company that he was meeting with. So long story, they end up having the meeting, and afterwards they meet up. They link up later on at a bar for drinks. So the drinks get to flowing, and that's when David tells Ellie that he's had this flame for her all the way back in college. 20 years, y'all. 20 years. This dude's been pining for her for 20 years. All right. Anyway, so like I said, the drinks get to flowing, and next thing you know, Ellie and David, they end up in the bar's bathroom, and they going at it. I'm talking about just ripping off clothes and blouses open, and Nia Long's chesticles everywhere, and panties get pulled to the side, and just before David is getting ready to dive in, that's when Nia's like, no, stop, because hey, she is a married woman, and even though she knows she's about to make a mistake, she pumps the brakes, stops it, and thank God David does stop, because Lord knows if it would been a rape scene, I ain't no way in hell I'd have watched this movie. But David does stop, and they both come to their senses, or so it seems. That's where that's one of the main issues that I got with this movie, but we'll touch on that later on. So after the whole bathroom thing, that's when David starts stalking Ellie. And y'all, I ain't talking about stalking like when you go on somebody's Instagram page and you scroll back and like a picture from 3 years ago, which means that you were scrolling. I'm talking carpal tunnel scrolling. Nah, this dude starts dating Ellie's best friend so that way he can get close to Ellie. He starts playing golf with Ellie's husband so he can get close to Ellie. He breaks into Ellie's house. He breaks into her job. This dude lies. He kills. He steals for Ellie. And keep in mind, Ellie is a woman that he had a crush on. They ain't even date. He just had a crush on her way back in college 20 plus years ago. Y'all, I get it. Nia Long is long. But 20 years, bruh. Come on, man. Come on, movie. Come on, writers. But anyway, let's keep going. The whole movie, you know what? This movie is so... Let's just talk about some of the nonsensical things that happens in the movie. For instance, like remember I said earlier, David broke into Ellie's house. Y'all, this is one of the things that I cannot stand in movies. And I'm going to do a video on some of the stupid stuff that I see in movies, the tropes that just don't make any damn sense. This dude breaks into Ellie's house, right? So he goes into the house and he's sneaking around the house. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever. Now, Ellie and Marcus's daughter, she's home from college. So she comes home, right? And I cannot stand when you see these scenes in a movie where they walk into the house and don't turn on a damn light. Come on, y'all. Think about it. When you come home, I know I do. I'm flipping on lights, whatever. I want my house bright. But no, in the movies, they come into a pitch black house, right? Don't turn on a damn light. And then this woman, like I said, she starts making microwave popcorn. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, she's home from college, she's out late with her girlfriends, whatever. She's a college kid, partying. So she comes home late. Her parents are asleep. So maybe she doesn't want to turn on the lights because she's trying to be respectful, don't want to wake them up. But of all the things that you can cook at 3 o'clock in the morning, popcorn, forget microwave popcorn. Not only is it loud, but it smells up the whole... That's one of the things that just doesn't make any damn sense in this movie. Okay, another thing another scene, y'all. It's 2020, okay? Just to date this video, it's 2020. Even shit, 2019, 2018. Security. This dude works as a cybersecurity expert, but also he's living in a hotel, right? Not a hotel, like a condo type situation that has a concierge front desk kind of thing. So Ellie, in trying to get back at Marcus, trying to figure out whatever the hell he's doing, because obviously he's now just interrupting her whole life with his stalking and all this other stuff. So she goes to Marcus's condo, goes to the front counter, says, "Hey, I was with Marcus last night." Oh, not Marcus. What's his name? David. I was with David, and I left my stuff in my panties in his room. Whatever. The front desk person says, "Oh, okay. Here you go. Here's a key to Marcus's room, complete stranger." Y'all, we need to give 2 passwords, a blood sample, our social security number, a urine sample, everything just to get at a hotel that we've checked into. But you mean to tell me that this movie was written in such a way just to get her up into the room so that they could set the scene as to where she's in David's condo, and then he comes back home, and now the tension is like, oh, is he gonna catch her? It made no sense. There's so many different ways that could have been written that is more believable. No grown person that works at a hotel, that works at any type of concierge or any type of front desk clerk type situation is just going to give a random stranger the key to somebody's room, especially if it's a condo situation that has that type of amenities anyway. One of the things that you think they would offer is security, but that's just one of the many I mentioned many problems that I had with this movie, A Fatal Affair. The acting was lackluster. Omar Epps, I think he was just there just to get a check. He just wasn't into it. Nia Long, she put in some work, but that's Nia Long. You know what I'm saying? David, I forget his name, but anyway, as the husband, he did a great job. I mean, the acting wasn't bad, but it also wasn't good enough to compensate for a poorly written script. It's something I don't know. I know Netflix was just kicking out money left and right to get movies, but man, I hope they kept a receipt on this one, because quite honestly, what could have been a good movie really and truly ended up being a mediocre one. And because of that, I can only give this one 2 out of 5 hearts. The writing just held this movie back. The filmmaking was pretty good. Some of the scenes were good, but just the whole setup of the movie, how it was written, they've got to do better. So let me know if you agree with my assessment. Let me know what other tropes you think that you see in movies that just get on your doggone nerves. Like I said, let me know what you think of this movie, and let me know in the comment section below. And as always, y'all, see y'all next time. Stay determined.